Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be February TBR. Can you believe it? I sure cannot. Actually, I can, because January felt like it was literally 4 months long. Okay, side note, I'm coming at you with my natural hair. So if I look a little bit insane, that's why. I didn't do much with it. I tried doing my bangs. They're just way too long now, and I have to get them cut because they don't bang anymore, okay? So if you're wondering why I have crazy hair today, that's why. That would be why. However, we are not here for my hair. We are here to get our February TBR. And I understand that. Let's do our TBR prompts. This card is looking a little bit empty at the top. You can't see the bottom. I just love that. Honestly, I'm sorry, but like that's the lowest I can bring you unless I literally put you on the floor. Unfortunately, that's how it's gonna be. Not much interesting is happening at the bottom. Actually, everything interesting is happening at the bottom, but let's start with, let's do this one. Is there two? No. Let's do this one. My favorite prompt. Listen to an audiobook. I love this prompt because I have Spotify and I get free listening hours. Well, free is a slight stretch, let's be honest. Like, we're paying for it. So audiobook time. This one is very hard because I have several things I could listen to an audiobook with, like Sweet Venom. Every Rena Kent book I listen to on audio, so this would be a very good pick. Oh, Kiss of the Basilisk. Kiss of the Basilisk I've been really wanting to read and get through because I know the second book came out and I'm just interested in what causes there to be another book in this, because I thought it was just like a dark romance, and usually that doesn't mean a second book. We do have a second book. Oh my god. And look at those words. Those are tiny words. Holy moly. Okay, and there's about almost 500 pages in this book. So I think I'm going to choose this because there's about 500 pages in this book and the text is super small. And I really want to listen to the audiobook. But I know the audiobook just came out in January. So you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Okay, so let's go ahead and read the description or the blurb on the back. Tem couldn't imagine a stranger duo. The formidable Basilisk and the human prince, both powerful in their own right, but they couldn't be more different from each other. Okay, that's like the big text right here. 20-year-old temptress Verus has never been kissed, but that's what the Basilisk is for. Along with 13 other contestants, Tem must train with the Basilisk to learn the power of seduction and win the prince's hand in marriage. When Tem is matched with Caspian, the Serpent King, she realizes she might actually stand a chance. But with tensions rising between the Basilisk and the humans, Tem is suddenly torn in two directions. As her bond with Caspian deepens, so does her connection with the prince. When she uncovers a terrible secret about the royal family, Tem finds herself caught between two worlds, neither of which she can survive without. Okay, so like, it sounds like tension. So we have a prince and a king, beautiful, and then we also have the little steamy contest going on. So this sounds really good. So obviously, I'm going to pick this one. We should put these like here, right there. We'll put them right there for now. Let's do 6 actual prompts, and then we'll do one of the book jar prompts. So let's pick another. Ooh, this one, a yellow. Highest rated on Goodreads. Love to see this prompt. Love to see it. I do have to look on Goodreads, so give me 1 second. Okay, are you ready to see reverse? Okay, we have the Mind series. I don't have that series physically, so unfortunately I can't read it. Then we have Releasing 10. I am on Taming 7 in the Boys of Tommen. Project Hail Mary. Okay, right, Project Hail Mary. I guess if Goodreads chooses it, I shall read it. However, I cannot promise I'll actually get to this book because science books, we don't go together that well. So sci-fi is what I mean. Pretty sure you got what I was saying, but just in case. Sci-fi books, I haven't really tried a sci-fi book. So we will see if I actually get to it and or like it. I've heard so many fantastic things, obviously. Okay, and on the TBR goes. Alright, let's go for another one. A yellow. Another yellow. Set in the current season. Alright, so winter. We have several things that could work for this. We have both hockey, obviously, and I think we have Beartown. Now, I can tell you right now, not choosing Beartown. Beartown sounds like it will destroy me, and I can't take that right now. So let's between Clyde and Unsteady. I did try to pick up both of these, if I'm not mistaken. However, that didn't go well, obviously, because it was still on the TBR. I think I might have actually other ones behind me, but they just aren't calling to me right now. So let's start with Collide. She's an honor student with ambitious graduate school plans, and he's a jock with only hockey on his mind. But once their worlds collide, the connection is hot enough to melt the ice. Okay. Rise. I say Rise, not Reese, okay? I can't call someone Reese, okay? I can't do it. Reese is desperate to feel anything. Sadie wants to stop feeling so much. Okay, so immediately, this one sounds more intriguing. However, I did try to pick this one up, and I got 15 pages into it, if I'm not mistaken, and I had to put it down. I think I'm actually going to choose Collide, because honestly, the illustration for this cover is gorgeous, and I love a hockey romance. Wait a second. That art in the front is diabolical. I wish I told you what time it's set in, honestly. I kind of want to choose this. Let's be honest. Do I want to read this? Not really. So I think I'm going to choose Sweet Venom, actually, because I really want to read it, and it's hockey, so like it has to be set in the winter, right? So let's read the blurb of this. Can I outrun his merciless obsession? I accidentally witnessed a brutal murder. I froze, pretended I saw nothing, hoping I could leave it behind. But my plan backfired and my life spiraled downward. Now I'm the target of cold-blooded rage. Jude Callahan isn't just a hockey god. He's a devil no one dares to cross. My existence disrupts his stardom, prestige, and impossible serial killer career choice, and he's set out to make me pay for that moment of silence. No matter how much I run or hide, he finds me, watching from the shadows, like a predator. I thought he'd stop at the stalking, or even better, he'd kill me and finally end my misery. But Jude has other plans. He says that I can't die. I have to pay for my sins. And just like that, he drags me into his deprived world, kicking and screaming. Cute. Honestly, I read Beautiful Venom, the first in this series, and I gave it 5 stars. So what I'm hoping is that Sweet Venom is at least close to that. I'm not feeling like it's already giving 5 stars, if I'm honest. Mostly because the odds of me 2 5 stars in the same series is not probable. Tempting Venom. However, the next book in this series really sounds up my alley. It's an MM dark hockey romance. Rivals, enemies to lovers. So, but I want to read this first, obviously, and then Tempting Venom doesn't come out until June, I think. Let's choose Sweet Venom. Why don't we? Those are going to start sliding, and I'm not going to be prepared for that. 4th book. This one, a yellow again. Purchased because of the cover, guys. I have to say, I also have 3 other books that are coming that I purchased. But I did grab Heavenly Bodies, and it's like the special edition, the deluxe edition, have you, whatnot. Yeah, and get this. Are you kidding? Like, are we kidding? I had to get it, obviously, because I've been waiting for a special edition to come out in Barnes Noble. So this is my purchase because of the cover. This book I know virtually nothing about. I just saw stars, I saw zodiac signs. I said, yes ma'am, I need it. Let's read a little blurb. A runaway TikTok sensation, Heavenly Bodies is the first book in the dazzling new romantasy series that bends Greek mythology and shadow magic with tantalizing enemies to lovers romance that will rewrite the stars. Ooh, I love this quote. You know the most dangerous kind of villain? A woman with nothing left to lose. Okay, she clocked it. In a world ruled by cruel and merciless stars, Alara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy promises she will fall for a star, but that it will kill them both. Oh, okay, that's fine. So when Arete, star of wrath and war, descends to wreak havoc on Alara's kingdom of night, she flees her home, only to be captured by the neighboring Helois, kingdom of light, and falls straight into the arms of an enemy prince. Okay, that's all I'm gonna read. That's all I'm gonna read. Because I'm already hooked. If it's like any kind of love triangle, that's my kind of thing. A love triangle, a why choose, and enemies to lovers. A second chance. I love a second chance. If you guys have any recommendations for a second chance, please let me know down below because, okay. So this is going on the TBR. You guessed it. This is a pretty good stack. I'm not going to lie. Okay, what do we do? 1 more? 2 more? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I do have The Perfect Fit, Drive, and Midnight Stage coming in the mail today. I'm going to try to get a book with one of those, so I could read one of those because I've been really wanting to. And even Bourbon and Lies. Bourbon Lies is also new. Let's do, I want one on the ground. I want one on the bottom. Let's do this one. Another yellow. Ends on an odd number. Okay. That I can do. That I can do. Let's start with Bourbon and Lies because have you seen this cover? Wow. Wow. 402. It ends on. That is crazy. Should we find something else here? Okay, we have like 2-ish dark romance and, okay, 1.5 dark romance and 1.5 fantasy and then 1 sci-fi. So, I don't know. Let me see if Midnight Stage ends on an odd number. Okay, this says it does. Here, proof, 399. So I kind of want to put that on the TBR. Is that crazy of me? I kind of do. So I think I am. Midnight Stage, everyone. Midnight Stage. I should probably read the blurb because that would be very nice of me, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Ezra Knight is the biggest rock star to ever walk the planet. But before he belonged to the world, he belonged to me. He was my brother's best friend, my soulmate, and protector. And when the band Demon's Curse took off, so did he. He was like a touring tornado, crashing through my world and sweeping me off my feet, and just when I had it all, I was abandoned, left to fend for myself at the hands of a monster. For 8 long years, I blamed him for everything that was out of his control. But one phone call changed it all, and when Lenny Davidson, the head of Louder Records, calls to offer you the world, you scoop it up with both hands. Only that offer comes with strings attached, strings that are tied directly to Ezra Knight, leaving me one hell of a choice to make. Taking the job as a new head of marketing for Demon's Curse and have to face the man who crushed you every single day or wave goodbye to everything you ever worked for. What could possibly go wrong? Love it. Love it so bad. And considering that sounds like a second chance to me, sounds directly up my alley. Okay? And also Poppy Sabrina. She rated it 4.5 stars, and I kind of trust her with everything that I am. For some reason, I trust her. Okay, let's pick another. Let's pick this one. A red. Wow, I don't think we've ever gotten a red before. Or at least that I can remember. TV show adaptation. Okay, so here's the thing. How would you consider TV show adaptation is the thing? Because none of these on here have a TV adaptation that is out yet, at least. So what the heck am I to do? Because I don't have any TV adaptation books at all. Except I have the Heated Rivalry series that I could potentially do. However, I feel like that's kind of cheating because it's kind of more Shane and Ilya's story and not any of the other characters' story. Yeah, I don't see any. So unfortunately, our first red prompt and it's a bust. So let's go ahead and choose another. Let's choose this one. Okay. Multiple world. Oh my god. Multiple world. What is going on with me? Multiple word problem. Am I okay? Multiple word title. Oh my god, okay. This is how you know I needed speech therapy when I was young. Okay. Basically everything I have on this TBR card. I kind of really want to... Okay. I have a couple I really want to do, actually. Okay, I'm just gonna choose it, guys. It's like eyeing me up. It's eyeing me up. Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. Love this art. Love this cover. Oh my gosh. So let's read the blurb. Never fall for a fox brother. Fresco, Kentucky. Any woman who did ended up dead, or so the rumor goes. Townies call it a curse, but I've lived it and I won't survive it again. I'm not a cop anymore, but I've seen enough danger to know that Lancy Young, the beautiful stranger who just showed up in my small town, is running from it. She's lying about where she came from and what she's doing here. I don't want her near my family or the quiet life I've made for myself, but my brothers have other plans. Now she's everywhere, working at my distillery, living in our guest house, calling me cowboy, and skinny dipping in my horse trough. But it's the way she dishes out attitude from that pretty mouth of hers that has me wanting things I've sworn to myself I'd never want again. I should push her away, forget how her lips taste, and ignore how she makes me want more out of life again. When her past shows up and mingles too closely with mine, her lies begin to unravel. The rules don't matter anymore. I messed up, dig too far, and got too close. Only 2 things have power to keep her safe now: bourbon and lies. Cute. Okay. Sounds very interesting, very cute. I am looking forward to it. I've heard fantastic things about this book, like really good things. So I'm excited to see what comes out of this. Let's go ahead and put it on the TBR, why don't we? Okay, so that's it out of the prompt jar. Let's go to the book jar now. Alright, this is the handy dandy book jar filled with every book in my collection so far that I have physically. This has let me down multiple times. So, okay, a red just jumped out at me, so I feel as though I should pick it. Girl Abroad. Is that spelled wrong? That looks wrong to me. Girl Abroad. Where is she? Here she is. Elle Kennedy, right? Yes. I have read one other Elle Kennedy book, The Deal, and I didn't like it that much. So we'll see how much I enjoy this one. Hopefully a lot. Hopefully a lot. I know that this book takes place with a girl going abroad, which you believe it or not, in Europe, and there's a mix-up at her university, and she ends up dorming with 3 other guys, and that's how that goes. So let me read the small blurb up at top, because I don't want to read the whole thing, if I'm honest. It's these small exchanges that keep my head in a fog. The small expressions of his desire. It does a number on me. Everyone loves a secret. Oh, okay. Interesting. I love a college setting, and obviously if it takes place in London, I'm there. I'm sat. This is gonna be added. Okay, so rolling it back, we have Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy, Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder, Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eru, Sweet Venom by Irina Kent, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsay Stroh, and obviously In Midnight Stage by Sheridan Ann. Okay, so these are the books I will be hopefully reading in the month of February. Stay tuned to see maybe some of these in vlogs. I'm not really sure yet. I don't have anything planned. I try not to really plan any of these videos because I want them to be authentic. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your TBR down below. I would love to know, and I hope you have a very fantastical day.